All right, hey. Dun-dun-dun, it's the action artist. All right, now check it out. I got some more work done on this page. It's really coming together. Look at that. I fixed this girl and made her look more the way I want her to look. Just kind of evil, kind of bitchy smirk on her face. And I penciled in some detail on the judge here where he's, talking down to the main character. And there's the kids crying, and the son's just kind of like, I'm gonna see you again, right? And the daughter's just like, she hates the mother. She wants to be with the father, so she's just like, she's saying, I hate her. I want to be with daddy or whatever. And I got some detail. I got more detail done on the corrupt police officer that traffics children in the foster care system, basically. And so that's coming along pretty good, much better than this, so I worked it out a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. I wanted to show a video, you know, all right, I want to change the title of this to Corruption in the System. All right, I want to show you a video that, let me see, I'm going to screen share it in a minute here, because I want to show you how my comic book, some of the incredible stuff that I've seen that influences me as a writer. And here, let's put it down here a ways. Can't be down here too far. Here it is, right here. All right. All right. Just a link right on. This is a guy called E-Man67. All right, this is pictures of. I'm gonna screen share this, and I'm gonna try to play the video too if I can. But this is the kind of stuff that you'll be seeing in my comic book. Let me go to screen share real quick. That nobody wants to talk about, but it's. And not that my comic book is all about politics. I'm just showing you what a great storyline. What a great storyline this is. This is true horror. My comic book. You know what? I should put it more like this. I should put this in the title. My comic book is like Alfred Hitchcock. Is that how you spell it? Alfred Hitchcock? Alfred Hitchcock. Let me, yep, Alfred. It's like Alfred Hitchcock. My comic is like Alfred Hitchcock horror. Fighting corruption in the system. Nutjob. Fighting corruption in the system. So I'm gonna just screen share. Look at this. Here's a girl that doesn't want to go home with her mother. Look at the look on her face. She's terrified of her mother. I'm gonna what is this? Father holds crying daughters that don't want to go home with alleged abusive mother. Father, alleged abusive mother. The kids are terrified of her. We don't actually. Father holds crying daughter that don't. It comes right up. This is a really popular video. E-Man67 got this out there. It's probably had millions of views. Look at no, she's trying. Look at the mother hugs her. Watch this. The mother tries to hug the daughter, and the daughter's just like, "Ugh, get away from me." Look at she's just like, "Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no love there." And then she just walks over to her father. Look at, get away from me. Look at this girl. All right, now I'm going to show you my comic. Okay, see that girl? She doesn't want to go home with her abusive mother, but the courts are making her because feminism. Because women can abuse children, they can kill them in this country. It's Alfred Hitchcock horror level stuff going on. This is what my comic book is about. Listen to the listen. I don't know if they're gonna let the audio play because YouTube censors me a lot. They don't want me to get the truth out. Comic fans, hear that girl crying? Should I turn it up? Look at this. But she doesn't want to go. She wants to go with her daddy. She wants to go with her father. See that? Oh, she's terrified. Look at that. When she looks at her mother. Look at when she looks at her mother. Look at that face. Extreme, just horror and terror on that kid's face. That poor father. That poor father right there has to just go along with the decision and send his daughters home with an abusive woman. Look, he's looking at the mother too. I think he looks like I think that guy should punch that the mother of those children. He ought to punch her right in her face. He ought to punch her, knock her right the f out is what I think. But anyway, the judge should tell that mother, hey man, I don't know what your problem is, but if I were your husband, I would knock you the f out. I would knock you out. Is what the judge should say to that lady. But anyway, I'm telling you, man. So now I'm going to show you my comic book here. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you my comic book. Same situation. This is with an abusive mother. There's the kid. There's the kids. They don't want to go home with her because she's abusive. Same situation. And so that's cool. And that's kind of so this comic book is really coming along. I'm going to detail in these little pages here a little bit more, actually, too. Isn't that sad that that the courts will allow children to go with abusive women like that? It's incredible. Never seen anything like it in my life. All right. So I'm just messing around drawing a little bit. Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock was a really he he understood horror, and that's kind of like the type of stuff that my comic is going to deal with like real life. That's why my comic is basically, it's borderline horror. If you really want to get down to it. I got to figure out a shape for this SUV that I'm drawing right here. It's like a police vehicle. I mean, I should look up some articles on children being abused in the foster care system too, because as you get further into the storyline of my comic, yeah, his daughter ends up getting abused on purpose, actually, because the people running the foster care system are like trying to basically destroy the main character's family. I haven't practiced drawing cars much. I guess I better get to it. Maybe I better reference something online here. So I'll do a sound check really quick here too. Make sure I'm. Yep, I'm live. Just making sure. I got a thumbs up. All right, cool. 2 watching. How's it going, Pete? Comic lovers. I'm gonna type that. How's it going, comic lovers? So I got to figure out how to. I got to reference like an SUV. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. It rounds underneath. Everything's so sleek these days, like no angles. I tend to draw the boxy ass cars I grew up with in the 70s and like early 80s. I gotta, you know what I mean? Everything you gotta stay up to date, man. Okay, that looks better. All right, see, like you can see, I fixed the bumper, the back bumper. I'm fixing the back bumper to make it look better. I'm just referencing shit online. Like here, the first thing that came up was this. I typed in SUV police cruiser, and this came up. Right there. It's almost perfect. So different. It's like the same angle mirrored almost that I'm drawing, so it's almost perfect. So I'm just gonna leave it there for a minute. Be quick about it. I got square ass window wells. Like it Can't have that. Or I mean, maybe, but not like that square. But all right. If anybody has any questions or you want me to draw anything, just say so. I don't have to do work on this right now. I got this dude. I'll show you this conversation I'm having with a guy that's trolling me in the comment sections. And he's just, it's weird. It's like there's this, I hear the word narcissistic getting thrown around a lot lately, but it's true. Like American, like there's these people, they're either complete paid trolls because who's got the time to just go online and insult people? So I don't even think they're all trolls. They're yeah. So who's got the time to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some people get mad when you bring up the type of material that I like to consider and talk about, which is um, all this corruption going on around us, like that we're supposed to keep a positive attitude. We're supposed to keep a positive attitude about. Anyway, let's see here. This is actually looking pretty interesting. I mean, it looks kind of like I'm not trying to copy this perfectly. I'm just like all I'm doing is taking details from it, and mine looks a little more like high, like taller, and you know what I mean, which gives it a I don't know, kind of cooler look, like than this cruiser. Here, I'll show you what I got now. So you know, as long as I keep it consistent from here out, you know, now that I have something that looks cool, I just got to keep it consistent. Oops, stop is what I want to do. So here's what I have now. That looks pretty cool for a police cruiser. You know, just roughed out for now. These right here, I hesitate to do these live. This page live. I don't know what to work on really. I just gotta I think refining maybe this page. I think I'm gonna do next live. Like this whole page, I'm just gonna detail it out because this page right here um, is all at nighttime and it's in an abandoned building with very little light. So I have to figure out like how I'm gonna have this guy. There's gonna be a pro. This page right here, man, hard for me to do. So I either have to set up some like my apartment like this basically with little lights every like camp. He's got a camping light, and then here is like light coming through a window. I could do this at nighttime. I could just climb through one of my windows in the moonlight with this laptop on and film it, you know, and then freeze frame the video. You know what I mean? I could do something like that, and then I would at least have an idea of the lighting. And instead of shading it like clothes, I could shade it like armor. But the thing is it's a hard. My point being is it's a hard page because I don't have a reference for it really, and I gotta source it somehow because I don't know how to shade. I don't know how to communicate it. And if I do just start working on it, I'll fuck this. I don't want to like if I did it on a separate piece of paper maybe and worked it out, but like I said, there's going to be a pro helping me soon with my artwork, with everything, my penciling and my and when I say pro, I do mean pro. Like he has a table at Comic Con, you know what I mean? But like he's going to be helping me soon over Skype with my inking and my pencils, and I'll ask him about it because he'll have probably a better idea of how to approach it, or together we can probably work it out faster and quicker. And that's happening soon because Comic-Con is over, and once I do all that, after I set it up and I have it going and I do the Skyping with this guy, then I'll reveal more details like who it is and everything like that. But as of now, I just don't want to talk about it until it happens because I don't like getting my hopes up about things. My dog's feeling much better. I treated him for fleas. I shouldn't be drinking coffee over my drawing pad, and he's doing much better now. Anybody got any questions about how to draw anything like anatomy wise or whatever? Hey, what's up, Riff? I've got to relearn line work as well as coloring. I'm like a newbie all over again. I am getting better at my line work. I do not color. Like, man, did you see Ethan Van Sciver's most recent Rainbow Brute piece at all? Because man, that dude, I'm telling you, Ethan Van Sciver, man. I know I have this like I'm almost jealous of the dude. It's incredible. Like he's his artwork is really good. I mean, I don't know what to say. You can't like I've seen like people put him down and be like, "Oh, your art sucks," and it's like, really, Ethan Van Sciver's art sucks. That dude just he basically roughs drawings out in blue line and then inks them live. I mean, he's not. I wouldn't put him in the caliber of like Mark Silvestri. Yeah, exactly. He is a freak of nature, but he that color job that he did with where the Rainbow Brute is roasting a unicorn head. That color is fantastic, man. Like he's got the fire highlighted on the forearms, and I think he has the fire highlighted in the shoulder. They call them pauldrons or whatever, basically. You know what I mean? But then he's got like the night sky like illuminating the face, and like but then he's got the fire illuminating like the knees and everything. I mean, it's just he did a fantastic job. It's fantastic. I don't know what to say. The dude is incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's not the guy that I'm collaborating with over Skype, by the way. But whatever. The dude that I'm collaborating with is might even be a better inker than Ethan Van Sciver, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna work on this a little more right here. Like I'm thinking, what do you guys think about this? Like his helmet. I got like this is basically a bayonet, so like he can like literally just like stick people. Like if he's like, you know, if he's got if his arms are blocked or trapped or whatever like that, he can still like headbutt somebody. and he can like stick them with this bayonet basically. So he's got a bayonet coming off the side there. I want to put this bubble. This is a camera right here. I want to move it up higher, I think. I was looking at it the other day. I'm thinking it's got to go higher. So, like, and I got it. That's one of the things I got to talk to this inker about is making this look like a glass. Like a glass bubble. You know, this inker is going to help me with textures. There, I think that's better. Like move it up higher right there. I want this is I was gonna have this is the deal. I was gonna have him have two suits, a big bulkier suit. I think I started drawing right here. Where is it? This is just. This is a page right here where he's building this suit right here. But you know what? I think I'm gonna scratch this suit at least for now. This is like the the Iron Man has his Hulk Buster suit. Well, this is like his SWAT Buster suit basically. But like I'm thinking like I'm just gonna stick with this suit for now, and it's gonna be kind of like Spider-Man action. So this is gonna be my rip-off of Spider-Man a little bit, except he's not symmetrical. You know what I mean? He's got this like spy suit almost. It's like it's pretty crazy. He can like jump around, crash through walls. He couldn't like he can't like lift a car over his head or something, but he could probably push a car out of the way or something like that. He can he can land from like 30, 40 feet in the air, not twist an ankle or break a leg or get his femur jammed up in inside of his chest cage or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like he can and he's got other gadgets too. That's why he's called Nutjob. He's got like he's like he's obviously got a multi-tool. You know what I'm saying? He obviously uses multi-tool, and he's got a submachine gun on his right forearm, and he's got mace and tasers in his left forearm. And when he puts his fist down, you know what I mean? It comes out through the through the like the tasers will come out through a compartment in his forearm guard, and this one when he puts his fist down, if the safety's off, it lets off two like either double taps or 3-round bursts. So you know what I mean, like of like little little bullets that he makes himself. They're probably a little bigger than a 22, like a 380 or something like that. And he just like they're like tube fed, so he can have like tubes on him somewhere. You know what I mean? Maybe they maybe in the back he just pulls them out, and you know what I mean, or somewhere. You know what I mean, or maybe on his arm or something, his upper arm. And when the gun's empty, he can just take the tube, pop the cap off, and just slide all the bullets right in there, and it's ready to go. Basically, just pull the action back or whatever, and chamber around. And here he is right here. Basically, he fights corruption, and this is what happens to him. So that video I showed you, I probably got it. I'm just gonna show you like so like I said, this is same scenario right there. I could that's exactly the scenario that this page that I'm working is on. That's the origin of Nutjob right there. You're looking at it. That guy is Nutjob. You know what I'm saying? That father is Nutjob. But Yeah, it's just crazy, like, and I didn't really intend all that, but there it is. This video came out like way, like Nutjob came out. What is this? I read articles though of women killing children in foster care, and I was like, holy, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, what? And then that's the type of stuff that influenced my comic. But then this video came out, and it's funny because I was looking at this page tonight, and it hit me that, like, this video literally is just except it's two girls. It's a colored family with two girls and a father, but same scenario. Where is this? I'm gonna pause this. So there's my comic right there. You know what I'm saying? Like there it is, man. That says it all. Just pull this off like this. Close this. Close this. There we go. There you go. There's my comic. There's the judge. There's the mean mom. There's the father. There's the two terrified children. Same scenario. Incredible. But anyway, yeah, I just thought you guys might like to see where, how I'm telling you, reality is stranger than fiction, man. Reality is stranger than fiction. And that's, if you want to write comics, you know what I mean? If you want to, I mean, Alfred Hitchcock, where do you think Alfred Hitchcock got a lot of his ideas from? Probably the news, you know what I mean? And that's why I like to pay attention to what's going on around me. You know what I mean? Because there's important stuff going on, and it can help you influence your writing too. You know what I mean? You can turn bad ideas into or you can turn evil into good, basically. You know what I mean? But you can use it. You can raise awareness to certain issues. Can educate people. You know what I mean? That's another thing you can do with comic books is educate people. You can just tell a story. Here's this kid, working on his son right now, right there. I don't draw many little girls, but what's going on in Comicdom tonight? Is there a show on? There's probably. See, I drew her working on these little kids. I drew her eyebrow, her eyelid, and a slight, little brow ridge. Not much. Girls don't have. I even drew a little bit too much. I gotta soften it out. Girls don't have. There we go. Don't have that. That I'm working on the little boy's eyes. There's the whole page. Look at that. Oops. I always have to put my hand over that. God. Look at that. He's just. I'm trying to get across rage. You know what I mean? Just absolute rage. This is why he's called Nutjob. Or one of the reasons. Another reason why he's called Nutjob. Just absolute rage. Sheer, like when he comes around, like, all right, here's the thing, like, he's like George Washington, basically, this guy. You know what I'm saying? Just picture him like, this is like Thomas Jefferson, basically, or Andrew Jackson or somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, when he starts to get notorious, like, when he start, you know, when news of him goes like international, and then for a while, he gets kind of popular. And he gets, things are fairly safe for him for a while. It's when he that's when I use his he has star spangled armor. That's when that comes in. But like what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he goes and meets certain people because the people are just like, wow, you're the guy that basically fought the entire corrupt, you know, satanic fucking child trafficking ring in the, you know, in like the Northeast or something like that. And so he goes to meet people, and like they just shake in their boot, like people just shake in their boots around him, because I don't know if you've read like you know, any history about our founders, but like, you know, when they went around people, and when they were in the room with people, people would literally shake. People would just be like, oh hey, you know, hey Mr. Washington, you know, just shaking, trying to shake his hand, because they knew, like, they psychologically knew that this guy rode into British camps on horseback with bullets just flying, whizzing past him with a sword, just rah, just chopping, you know, chopping people up, and like, so people would shake in his presence, and that's pretty much how Nutjob is. Like, you know, people shake in his presence basically after a while, after the series takes off for a while. But yeah, that's Nutjob. Because, you know, what's the first thing that would happen if you started fighting back against, like, you know, everyone's talking about that documentary on Catholics. What's it called? Uh, Something Secret. What's that? What is the name of that? I'm trying to think of the name of that documentary about the Catholic Church molesting kids or something like that. Documentary. Is it not going to come up? Does anybody remember what it was? The name of that? I can't. I'm having a brain fart, but what do you got? Or Riff says, an old cartoonist told me ages ago, don't do all the work, let the imagination do most of the work for you. True enough, like this, you know, I'm working on a storyline, as you can see, that's like, it's burned into my brain. You know what I mean? Like, I know this. I've been trying to fight for the family. I've been trying to fight for family for a while now, and what I have encountered fighting for family will blow your goddamn mind. I mean, it makes you question the reality that you live in. Is this guy talking back to me? No, he's not. Look at this. I want to show you this. This is hilarious. I think it's on the Umbrella Guy. You gotta see the way this guy's talking to me. I forgot to show you this. Keep rocking. Look at this guy right here. He told me I got to improve my drawing skills, and I am. I'm improving them, you know what I mean? But this guy, I got 11 thumbs up though. The word is getting out. The word is getting out. Here, let me play this. The word is getting out, and people are agreeing with me. I used to get no thumbs up, and nothing but people like gangs of hordes of people just coming at me left and right. But I said to Ethan Van Sciver, okay, it was on Ethan Van Sciver, NBC.com sees San Diego Comic-Con dying. And I said, good, if comics are being weaponized against kids, so be it. By the way, Ethan, saying that if you are a nice guy, women won't divorce you the other day in your podcast is very misleading. That's what no fault. And I'm not even reading this to come to attack Ethan. I'm just saying this to Ethan. I don't really care that much. But anyway, I mean, I do care, or I wouldn't be saying it. But the other day in your podcast, yeah, it was very misleading. I said that's what no fault divorce is for. In fact, I would go as far to say now if a woman won't sign a prenup or just get married with a personal ceremony or a wedding with no corrupt, bankrupt government license, it's because she's got plans for you down the road. I said most marriages don't last past 10 years now. And many men work for a decade or more only to come home and hear, I'm not happy, I'm leaving you. And these men have no fault divorce used on them. Many times end up in jail or the poorhouse, basically, hardly seeing their kids, but still being forced essentially at gunpoint or under threat of jail to fulfill their end of the marriage, which is being a provider and paying child support and alimony for kids they never see. Even after the marriage is over, their ex their ex is with other men or another man. Happens all the time now. Just pointing that out. So Keep Rocking says the action artist, and then says psh, it's probably a chick, but anyway says psh, hire OJ as your litigator. So I've never been divorce raped. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I've never had no fault. Well, I sort of did. No, I didn't. I divorced my ex-wife. I divorced her. I kicked her out and divorced her because she cheated on me with a drug dealer. So, anyway, yeah, I said, because he came at me, relating me to a guy that murdered his wife, just for pointing out no fault divorce. This person is going to compare me to a big dude that supposedly murdered his wife. And probably did. I don't know. So shut up, little baby brain. Who I guess agrees with no fault divorce laws and men being divorce raped for no reason. I guess you're such an intellectual baby you can't see a scam right in front of you. And I got 11 thumbs ups on this comment. This guy got 1 on that comment, and I got 1 on my reply. Then he gets no comments from here out. He says the action artist, wow, you are so wrapped in your own woe is me. So me pointing out crimes committed against men is woe is in court with courts, basically color of law, intimidation with police with guns and everything. And women just basically using no fault divorce and cheating on men now and abusing kids. You know what I mean? Like, it's all, go read the statistics. Women are just when I was young, people used to tell me, well, women don't do that much wrong, right? They lied. This country lied to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? This country lied to me because women do stuff wrong. And so my point is he tells me to leave the country and all this stuff, but I finally just told him, I don't know. He hasn't answered. I said, you mean, he said he'd give me the last word, and he said, all you are doing is intellectually masturbating. That, I hear that from another friend of mine. That must be some trendy comeback. There's another friend of mine that's always like, oh, I'm just intellectually masturbating. Well, no, I'm not intellectual. No, no fault divorce is real, and that this video on this girl right here, that's real. That's not me. That's a girl terrified to go home with her mom. The judge said you got to go home with your abusive mom. He can't. She can't even look at her mom. Look at she's trying to look at her mom. She can't look at her. Yeah, you don't have any power as a father. When your wife is abusing your kids as a father, and you want to stop it, you go to jail. Look at that. That girl's terrified. Look at that. Look at that girl's terrified. So this is horror right in your face, horror. Just a kid being forced by a judge to go home with the mother. With the mom, not the abusive father. The father's a good guy. She's going home with the mom anyway. Oh, why don't you take responsibility as a dad? You know what I mean? And it's that's all you ever hear is single fathers. Why don't you take responsibility? Well, look what happens when you do take responsibility. The judge makes the kids go home with an abusive mother anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter that the kid's daughter's absolutely terrified of her mother. I know. I have a friend. I have another friend, female, whose mother. Well, I mean, I know another girl I've met whose mother trafficked her, and the mother's still out there right now. Actually, nobody's done anything about it. But anyway, yeah, because if a man does something like that, he goes to prison. But my kids, my mother's kids abused. My kid's mother abused my two sons. So anyway, there's that, and I'm just showing you how my comic book is absolute. Just you want horror, you want real horror, man, and action. That's the comic book nut job. So anyway, thanks for joining.